My name is Blake Clements, and I am the President and CEO of Executive Image Building Services. We started the business 9 years ago in March of 2012 here in Central Indiana, and it's been a wonderful decision. What we try to do is we understand that in business there's really kind of four key areas to be successful. There's sales, there's operations, there's finances, and then there's personnel. So a lot of our franchisees, when they come to us, have a strong skill set in one or two or maybe even three of those areas, but they're kind of dependent on us to fill in the gap in the areas that they're weak. So what we try to do is come along and get to know our franchisees and what their strengths and weaknesses are, and then we try to supplement what they're good at with maybe what they're not. And so sometimes that's us going out and getting customers for them, helping them to grow their business, through sales acquisition. Sometimes it's some help on the finances. We do all the back office anyway, where we provide all the billing and collections assistance for them. I think that's one thing that differentiates us from our competitors is we turn the money around within 24 hours. Customer payment comes to us, we pay it out to the franchisees the next business day. So that helps with cash flow and some of the things that are critical, especially in the early stages of a business. But in general, it's just about us trying to get to know them and help them accentuate what they're good at, and then the areas that they need strengthening, we try to come alongside and help them find good folks, manage the finances, get accounts, figure out the best ways to be efficient in operating the business. I think the business climate, I think we're seeing, has shifted here a little bit in the last year or two. I do think it's likely to assume that some folks that have begun to work at home may stay working at home, or some businesses that maybe had a larger on-site facility will downsize or maybe have staff work split shifts and so on. So I think what we've realized is in the property management sector in particular, we see some changes coming there to where maybe there won't be quite as many really large multi-tenant facilities and those kind of things. And so we've kind of shifted our focus a little bit. We're very heavy now into medical cleaning, schools, churches. Those types of things have been really good for us, and they seem to be very consistent throughout different economic changes and changes in the overall business climate. The way that we're trying to adapt is certainly in the way that we market our services, and the flexibility within that to potential clients. We work very much so month to month, and we know that a lot of times there are changes need to be made on the fly. And so we have a base contract and a service agreement, but we have a variety of services. We provide pricing menus to where we can make changes as we go. I think the other thing we realize too is within the business and the political climate, there's changes coming with minimum wage and labor rates and those kind of things. So we're trying to be on the front end there to adjust the way that we market to our customers and the way we price our services so that our franchisees can afford to pay a good prevailing wage to their folks and attract good people to service our clients. I really enjoy what I'm doing. God's blessed us tremendously. We've got good people. We're in a franchise system, you're only as good as the franchisees that you have, and we've been tremendously blessed. We have folks who genuinely care about providing a good service, and they care for their employees. So I would describe myself as a person who's tremendously blessed. I enjoy what I do. I have a heart for helping people achieve their dreams, owning their own business, and it's a lot of fun to do when you're working with other good folks, and we certainly are here. My goals are probably not the traditional ones. I don't have dreams of being the biggest company out there or anything like that. What I want to do is find good, like-minded people who have a passion for what we're doing, a passion for serving people and serving businesses, and attract as many of those folks as we can and help them achieve their dreams. And in so doing, we benefit from that, and the clients do, and the employees do, and everybody wins. So I don't have big lofty numbers as much as I want to attract all the people who are a good fit for Executive Image and help them achieve their dreams. With the pandemic and with just changes in the political climate, the overall business climate, we've not only kind of stayed steady through that, but we've grown when a lot of other businesses have taken some hits. and we've managed to keep our employees going through all that. We've I think had a little bit of attrition, but overall we've been able to keep by and large the most of our folks going. We've added franchisees through that. We've grown our staffing as a whole. So for me, when we had a tough couple of years here and there was a lot of uncertainty, to see the way our folks stepped up, our franchisees stepped up, and their employees, it's been real gratifying to kind of see us continue on our upward trajectory throughout all the changes otherwise. I'm a people person, so I love working with the franchisees and their employees, and I stay in pretty much constant contact with the majority of them. So I love working with the franchisees. I like working with clients, our existing clients, to kind of keep up on relations and make sure we're staying proactive and trying to help provide solutions to issues as they come up. And then I love going out and acquiring new business and going out and prospecting and meeting with new potential clients and trying to help them figure out solutions to issues that they're dealing with. This may sound cliche. I think the way that we're different is we're just very authentic. I think we don't we don't pretend to be perfect. We tell folks on the front end that if their expectations are perfection, that we probably aren't the right fit for them. But what we are is a company that honestly cares. We try to identify what their needs are. When an issue comes up, we try to never be defensive, always address it in a timely fashion, and do our best to ensure that issues don't persist. And once they're brought to our attention, we tackle them and move forward. I think from the franchisee standpoint, we try to, like I say, turn the money around as quickly as possible. Cash flow is critical in the startup of any business, and so we understand that, and we've identified the best way to keep the money flowing consistently to them. And we try to help them figure out what their goals are. Some of them are big, some of them are smaller, but we want to try to help them get to the goals that they've set for themselves to provide for their families and to be an asset to the community. When I hear from a client or a franchisee, I always try to respond as quickly as possible. That's not always possible if you're traveling or whatever the case is, but I think one of the things that has benefited us over time, and not just myself, but our franchisees and our team in general, is we try to be very, very responsive, proactive as much as possible, but keeping in good communication with our clients and our customers helps you to identify a pulse of where things are and kind of stay ahead of problems before they might arise. Personally, for me, I'm a Christian, so I love my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and so hopefully that trickles down in all areas of my life. So for me, it's God first, and it's my family second. I love my wife Tiffany and my kids. They're very dear to me, so I view business as a way to support them and provide for them, and serve my God as well. And in doing so, He's blessed me in return to where I've been put in contact with a lot of tremendous people, both franchise owners, employees, and like I say, customers as well. So my passion is to serve Christ and serve my family, and to hopefully provide a good income by also serving our franchisees and clients, and trying to do things with honesty and integrity along the way.